Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alex Happ is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the fourth inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
So coming to the plate, Sonny Anderson. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, the shortstop, number 25.
Here comes the first pitch. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In now, Manny Morales. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and 61 RBIs. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. Morales has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
The 1-2. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Batting third, the second baseman, Michael Black.
Now at the plate, Michael Black. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. High pop up. James has a play. And that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Reds. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Tony Cingrani gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Now at the plate, Freddie Santiago. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Freddie Santiago.
Pitch on the way. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
I got the count 1 and 2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Sito Suzuki is on deck. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
At the plate, Sito Suzuki, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready with the 0-1. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Jesse Padilla, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Pickoff move to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the stretch. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Batting 4, the right fielder.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here comes the first pitch. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Santiago over at second. Padilla at first, 1 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Ryan Buckner will be next. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Ryan Buckner, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. There's the Panda on deck. He'll bat next. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Digging in, Pablo Sandoval, and he does so riding a 9-game hitting streak, so he's certainly a threat with the bat right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Outside. 3-0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So stepping in, Travis James, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Cingrani pauses and delivers. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
At the plate now, Nicholas Horner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Three runs already home here. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Cubbies are in front, 3-0. At the plate, Mohamed Bibi is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1.
Oh, that's just out.
Popped him up. James shading to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That is fit. The right fielder, Chad Babcock.
At the plate, Chad Babcock, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
In there, 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
To 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Stepping in now, Homer Mays as he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands at strike one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 15 long balls and 58 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Reds are down in order, still down 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Alex Happ.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that misses, ball one. Two balls and no strikes.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Freddie Santiago will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball four. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So striding in, Freddie Santiago. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 24, Sito Suzuki.
Standing in, Sito Suzuki. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 to him now. Runners on first with one down. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
At the plate, Jesse Padilla. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
A 1-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat. Push to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Number 22, Ryan Buckner.
So now to the plate, Ryan Buckner standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. From the stretch.
Ball one.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. Bases are loaded with only one out. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. One run is scored. And the second run will score as well as they've opened it up to 6-0 now.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Jackie Reinecker enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Reinecker.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Still only one out in the inning. A line shot to third base.
The batter, the catcher, Travis James.
Digging in, Travis James. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Now to the plate, Nicholas Horner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Horner playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now that's popped up. Mays is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Cubs are on top 6-0.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank 1st in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Garza.
Now here's the pitch. Weakly hit to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting it, the third baseman, Alex Cabrera.
So striding forward now, Alex Cabrera. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
One out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Santiago is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Jackie Reinecker.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jackie Reinecker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
No, that's low.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still find themselves down 6-zip. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the third now, and next it'll be a good hitting pitcher, Alex Happ.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0. Line towards center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the pitcher reaches base to start the inning. That means they'll flip the lineup card with a man aboard and nobody out.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. A dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Freddie Santiago, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. A runner at first with no outs here. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
The left fielder, number 24, Suzuki.
Ready for another shot now, Suzuki. From the stretch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Black ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jesse Padilla.
Striding in once again, Jesse Padilla. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Softly hit out to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. In now for the Reds, Sonny Anderson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here it comes.
Ball. Ball one, no strike. Yeah.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Manny Morales.
So digging in now, Manny Morales. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael Black.
Standing in, Michael Black. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 1-0 the count. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ben Zobrist. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Now here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now the 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 23 for him thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Into the box, Pablo Sandoval. Yes, he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 8 runs, just 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Morales has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, padillajessie-JP.
Now batting, Travis James. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Softly hit to short. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nicholas Horner.
Striding in, Nicholas Horner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1-2.
The 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
BB.
First pitch of the at-bat. Muhammad Bibi will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, James. He'll throw down to first, one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Chad Babcock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
At the ball.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here it comes. 2 balls and a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he got him. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Striding into the box, Homer Mays. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0 home.
Hey! 2 balls, 1 strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. All even now, 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. James Garza would be next. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in to try it again, James Garza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
0-1 the count. A runner on first with 2 away. And low, it's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Count remains full. 2 out with the man at first. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The next 3-2. Full count still. Another payoff pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Reds, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
And you can't count your chickens before they hatch. He was one strike away from getting out of this inning, but then he gives up that blast that brings the runner home for first, and he's not out of the woods yet.
Into the box now, Alex Cabrera, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. One and one the count. From the belt, the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
And he fouls this one off. There's ball four.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Michael Jordan will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for Cincinnati. Number 45, Michael Jordan.
Hit in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Reds do strike for a run, and it comes on this RBI triple. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Reds 1. Rondell Carlisle gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here now is the pitcher, Alex Happ. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
In there at the knees, strike one.
0-1's the count.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. The 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Fly ball to straightaway left. Morales is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The center fielder, number 27, Freddie Santiago.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
The 0-1 pitch.
1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. The 2-2. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Tito Suzuki.
Settling in now, Sito Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Sonny Anderson will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0.
That's out.
Swinging a soft liner, and 1 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
Stepping into the box, Manny Morales. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Santiago is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael Black.
Digging in, Michael Black. First offering on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line.
Nope.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now in the box, Jesse Padilla. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The shortstop, Jesse Padilla.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-0 pitch. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Hit to third. And that's the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Zobrist.
Digging in and looking for more, Ben Zobrist. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And that's too high, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Stepping up now, Ryan Buckner. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Here's the first pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Mohamed Bibi.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0.
Ball, down.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Okay, 3-2.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He'll try it again. 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Chad.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Chad Babcock. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Here's the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 3-1 pitch. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Stepping in, Homer Mays. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. None out, runners at first and second. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Garza.
At the plate now, James Garza, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Up next for Cincinnati, the third baseman, Alex Cabrera.
Now at the plate, Alex Cabrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many, pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera.
Yep, that ball went out. Count is 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Justin Steele answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Steele.
Marcus Gutierrez will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Gutierrez is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
2 out, bases loaded. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Steele is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty B. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. 3 left for Cincinnati. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Matt Morse comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Matt Morse.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in now the versatile Pablo Sandoval.
The third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Travis James.
So in now for Chicago, Travis James. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Center fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nicholas Horner.
The next Cub up, Nicholas Horner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Morse has racked up over 70 innings on the mound, and when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5, so he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Adam Greenberg will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. You see the great batting average coming in. 1 home run and 37 RBIs. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and the runner back in standing. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. The 0-2 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 down, runners at first and second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swung on and hit softly on a line, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Rick Dietz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 5, Rick Dietz.
All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Sonny Anderson. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, left fielder, Manny Morales.
Ready once again, Manny Morales. Now here it comes.
Off the plate.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Michael Black.
Into the box, Michael Black. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Two out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Mike McClellan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 7, Mike McClellan.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Sito Suzuki. Now the pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. McClellan, a native Pennsylvanian, he's in the midst of his 8th major league season.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. One and 2, here it comes. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, Watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So now to the plate, Jesse Padilla. He grounds it sharply to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder. There. Go, Brett.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ben Zobrist. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball back outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here it comes. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball well outside. Ryan Buckner would be next. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hops this one up. In there, a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Ryan Buckner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to count.
1 strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Two and 2 the count.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here now the 2-2. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. And it remains an 8-1 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mohamed Bibi, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1. Ball 2.
Three and 1.
Ball 3.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The right fielder.
Digging in once again, Chad Babcock. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's outside.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1 to count. Chopper foul. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate, Homer Mays. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, James Garza.
Stepping up to the plate, James Garza. First delivery to him on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, Alex Cabrera, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies, with their 95th win, tops in the division. Alex Happ hangs win number 11 on his line as he goes 6+, allowing only a single base hit. Tony Cingrani struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.